In the last year, I've been working as solo developer on an isometric RPG 3D game that blends post-apocalyptic survival with crafting, exploration, and storytelling. And after 5 devlogs, I realized that I've been just talking about how I'm making it instead of what actually the game is. And that was clear when I asked you for a new game title ideas, and most of you were like, dude, we have no clue what are you doing. What the story? What the gameplay loop? Is it a roguelike or a cozy game? So I'm going to make things right this time. And in this video, I'll be talking more about my plans for the game, how it's look like now, the features that I'm focusing on, and most importantly, what I'm leaving out. So stick around, this is going to be different from my previous devlogs, and I hope it will answer some of those questions with a clear roadmap for the future. Hi, this is Ibra, and I know some of you are wondering why I'm not posting any new updates recently. Although when I started, I was doing a devlog a month, but later, and after 6 months, I realized that this is actually eating from my game production time. So I decided to slow things down and focus more on the development of the game, chill a little bit, and travel around. But from there, everything went crazy in my life. Many unbelievable things happened, involving me stuck in the desert, got sick, and then got a knee injury, had to stay in bed for a while, and got beaten by a spider and had a minor surgery. So yeah, it was tough. And I'm sure you are not interested in those stories, and you want to hear more about the current status of the game. So let's focus on that. And I'll try not to be late with my next devlog, although you can still catch me sometimes streaming here and there on YouTube or TikTok while working on the project actually. So, what the game is about. Our main character wakes up with no memory in the post-apocalyptic empty world to see a junk robot watching you between the bushes before start running away. You follow it, and after interrogation, you discover that it's being controlled by somebody else who calls himself the scientist. He is curious about you and offers to help you and guide you toward Junktown, a place where all robots live. As you follow his instruction, you realize this world is inhabited only by robots. Some are quirky junk robots like smart refrigerator, smart toaster. Yeah, everything is smart in the future. While others are advanced humanoid. They all ignore you and call you a bug in the system, while the humanoid type block your path and push you away. The scientist is the only robot that is willing to interact with you. He is the one that introduces you to the control of the game and helps you to get your first tools, which is a stick for you to be able to defend yourself, since the game got a day and night cycle where a corrupt damaged robots come from beneath the surface and attacks everything alive at night. The more you advance in the story, the more you discover the dark past about this world and your true identity. So, what kind of a game am I making? If you played Valheim, Zelda, or Stardew Valley, you might see some similar features of them here, but my game isn't trying to be either one of these. There is no sprawling base building or endless resource grinding like in Valheim, nor vast traveling through landscape like in Zelda, or extreme dialogue-based cozy feeling in Stardew Valley. Instead is an RPG with a light survival element in it. You have a home base as a safe haven. You can upgrade it over time, add new crafting table to unlock more and more new items and features. The key to do that is by finishing quests that you received while advancing the story, and it usually involves solving a puzzle like in Zelda or clean a dungeon in a roguelike manner. It's more like Cult of a Lamp actually, where you upgrade and grow your home base while keeping it low maintenance by farming and gathering resources. And in my case, the further you go away from it, you start encountering the survival elements. And the crafting system is straightforward, so no complex blueprints or complicated list of materials like in Terraria. Instead, it will be more linear like in Valheim. You'll gather materials to upgrade your home base, adding farms, crafting stations, but also serve another purpose of unlocking new areas like having a tool to repair an ancient bridge for example, or building a raft to explore new biomes. So what the gameplay like in this post-apocalyptic RPG game? Well, it revolves around 5 modes: combat, digging, farming, chopping, and programming. You switch between them based on the item that you are equipping, and with it the action button will change. So holding the sword puts you in the combat mode, while equipping a pickaxe lets you dig for resources. All this is familiar, except the programming mode, which happens when you equip a device called Zapomatics that allows you to hack and control some of the low-grade humanoid robots. The more you advance in the story, the more you can upgrade this device so you can hack more advanced humanoids. This feature will help you to solve puzzles that you receive as a form of a quest from an NPC, and adds an extra layer to the gameplay. And for the combat, it should be fast and fluid. and it will usually occur at night or in the dungeons. I already work on a combo system as you can see here, although I'm going to change it a bit. I'm not fully satisfied with the animation, but I'll leave that to another video. So, what finished so far? Everything on paper sounds good, but the more I work on the project, the more I realize how long my task list is getting. And the part that I finished is first the locomotion system with two ways of control the character, by mouse or keyboard. So WASD to navigate the character, and a point and click to make the character go to a specific point for a precise control. Second is the inventory. Of course, all these user interface design are still placeholder, so I still need to work on the cosmetic part, but I would rather not to think of it right now. So here you have the item list and what the character is equipping, along with the hotbar where you assign shortcuts to your items for quick access in gameplay. And I added few functionalities such as moving items, splitting, merging items, equipping, and hotbar quick assigning. And I will definitely make a video to talk more about it in details, because the constant grinding and watching YouTube tutorials of a different inventory system, trying things out for me to be able to eventually do it on my own, made me feel at one point that I could see the matrix, and it was beautiful. And that will lead us to the third system, which is the equipment. So I could either equip the item in the inventory, or I could add them in the hotbar, where I could equip them mid-gameplay. So here I press 1 to equip the sword, and the character posture changes from idle to aggressive, and enter the combat mode, where you could fight the enemies and apply combos by using combination of right and left mouse clicks with the proper timing. Something that reminds me a little bit of Mortal Kombat attack sequence back in the days, but totally different of course, alongside dashing and double jump. And here I would give a huge credit for Millennia hack and slash tutorial series that helped me understanding how to build up a proper combo system. Of course, you can find the link in the description below to try it out yourself. And after programming this system, I got a little bit bored, so I switched to working on the art part again, since the game got multiple biomes. In the past, I only finished the meadow, and if you follow my live stream recently, you know that I'm currently working on the Junktown module art pack, so basically modeling and creating elements that I could use to build up a town made of junk and scrap metal. Something similar to Gigaya, but built around a huge tree in the middle of a river where all the junk robot lives. Some of them are merchants, some of them are thieves, and of course this town is the main source for your quest list to advance in the story. And before every new unlocked area or biome, you will have this entrance to a metro system, which is basically a dungeon level that once you clear it, allow you to fast travel between your base and this point. And now imagine this, entering Junktown. You just got your hoe from your last quest, ready to start farming, except you don't have any seeds. Hunger is already hitting you hard, slowing you down, reducing your health, and weakening your combat ability. So your next target will be to find seeds. Suddenly, a robot bobs into you and steals your Zapomatics, the device that helps you to control other humanoids, and runs into a nearby alley. You chase after him just to be stopped by a potato king who blocking your way. He's a merchant that controls all the potato business in the game, standing proudly on top of mountains and mountains of potatoes. The bottom layers are rotting while the fresh potatoes keep piling up endlessly. Finally, you found potato seeds, exactly what you need to start your farm. But no, the potato king refused to deal with you. Go away, you bug, he says. And to make things worse, another robot customer casually walks in, buys a potato, and starts smashing it into his face in a way that makes no sense, pretending to eat like a cookie monster. He leaves, just another satisfied customer, while you're standing there, starving, seedless, and without your Zapomatics. This is just one of the game stories featuring some of the main characters. Many of these quests are already outlined in my game design documents, while others are still scattered notes in my notebook. And I might expand this type of gameplay depending on the production process and your support. So that's where the game stands today. Let me know in the comments what do you like to see next, whether the combat mechanics, more stories about Junktown, or something else. And I would like to thank my friend Noah from Germany. He's an artist who helped me a lot with these cool sketches and concepts in this video. You can check his work in the link below. And if you like to support my project, please check my Patreon page. You'll get a lot of perks like accessing the latest build of the game and recording of all my live streams where you can watch me work on the project. And a huge thanks to my Patreon supporters. Thankfully, the list keeps growing and I appreciate all of you guys, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!